1984's Shallow Grave from Vinegar Syndrome, another new one from them. This one I have a little bit more of a better opinion of than the last one we reviewed from Vinegar Syndrome. This thing opens up with a reenactment of Psycho, which is well done for what it is, and then you realize that it was kind of a prank, and you got four ladies that are kind of in like I think a Catholic school or some kind of religious school like that. I wasn't really paying attention to that part of it, but nonetheless, they're going away on vacation, and they're going to Panama City Beach, I believe it is. And the first thing you'll notice is these four girls are probably at first the four most annoying characters you're ever going to find in a movie. And that's till they probably reach the diner, and then they kind of mellow out and things kind of become a little more tolerable in that regard. But the gist of it is they end up breaking down on the side of the road in this like little bodunk town. One of them goes to use the bathroom in the woods, and because she's nosy and just really can't mind her own business, she sees a murder. And I don't want to give too much details in case you want to go into it and not have a whole lot of stuff spoiled, but she sees a murder, and this leads to all four of them being put in immediate danger from people in this town that you don't really want to be in danger with. And it's not really necessarily a horror film. It's more of a thriller, but it's an entertaining one, and it's one that's probably far more entertaining than it has any right to be, even though it can have scenes in it that really kind of makes things seem like real down and out. So it's not the most jolly movie you're ever going to watch, but as far as a good one-time watch, at least you get that and then some with Shallow Grave. It was better than it probably has any right to be. Not a gore fest by any means. Some interesting characters. The girls end up being tolerable, or at least a couple of them do. Uh, got another factor in with the small town aspect, and if you're like me, which is from a small town, you kind of relate to some of it, as bad as that is to say. And it's all rolled into a pretty good story that leaves you on a very iffy ending, but that not being, held against it. What you have with Shallow Grave is good enough, in my opinion, to be a 3.5 out of 5, which is one of the highest rated movies I've done in a while, which means maybe I'm finally starting to loosen up a little bit on this stuff, right? But I really did enjoy it. Like I said, this is from Vinegar Syndrome. It says 1984 on the back of it. Directed by Richard Stiles. Don't know anything he's ever done, although there is an interview with him in the special features where you can learn a little bit of his history. It's a newly scanned 2K transfer from 35mm Vault Element, a brand new commentary track with Richard Stiles, commentary track with The Hysteria Continues, which is always entertaining. Looking for Magic interview with the director, a visual storyteller, an interview with the writer producer, and you get also the good old fashioned reversible art and all that good stuff. I'd never heard of this movie before now, which is common with a lot of Vinegar Syndrome titles. I mean, they kind of seem like they dig kind of deep into the vault for some of this stuff, and this one is a gem. I rank it up there with like Sudden Fury and stuff like that they put out that I knew nothing about heading into it and ended up really enjoying it. Or Penitentiary, which was another one I'd never heard of and really enjoyed when they put it out. But this one, like I said, 3.5, good once over. Don't know if you're going to get much rewatch value out of it, but for what it is, it's great for the one time. Transfer looks good. It's a little grainy here and there, but given the elements, I'm sure that's understandable. But still looks good. But this is from Vinegar Syndrome. It's out right now. Shallow Grave. Some decent looking women. Some TNA in it. A little bit of blood. Fun time. Well, in general, fun time, but it's kind of gloomy, some of it as well. But it's a good movie.